Welcome to the Dell Park Arena for Wednesday, for some special Thursday night hockey for the under 14 AAA Generals, as they're going to wrap up their 2022 regular season schedule versus the North Central Predators here, as Parker Shaw gets the start, and Wolf will be in net for North Central. Backhanded in, and that starts things off. Back in behind the goal, goes blowing after it. Taken off his stick there by McGrath. McGrath looks at it here for a pass. He'll throw it at her foot. It goes over the stick there, Sibley. Kept in here by the line by May, who backhands it behind the net. The only meeting between these two clubs was up in North Central that the Generals won 2-0. McFarland tried to get that out. Here's a shot by McFarland, and that gets covered up there by Shaw. This is the second start for Parker Shaw against North Central. He got the shutout in that win. Here comes a chance, back in behind the goal, set it up in front. That's going over the stick, trying to keep it in there, but now it comes free through center. Dumped in on that. There's the first stop there for Wolf, as he's going to hold on to that. Face-off now is off to his left. It's a one draw, and it just rolls right into Wolf, who's going to take another face-off as he covers it up. So now that face-off again will take place off to the left. Jackman loses it. Looking in front there for Jackman and couldn't convert it. Here comes a chance up through center. Bringing it up over the line as he gets stripped away from it. Jacome Schultz and number 9, Priviteria. That goes back into the North Central end. Knocked down here from center. Trying to start this in on his own and had it knocked away from him was Gallinaro. From their own end, Zach Naish. Naish will take that pass as it goes over his stick, and now Sterling will pick it up and backhand it off the boards. Brought in here by an opportunity for Sibley, taking it behind the goal. Around the boards, May couldn't pick that up, tipped off the boards, but right back into the Oshawa end, over the stick there of Sterling into the corner. Trying to go back here to the line for Black with a shot. Good block. It hit Chapman out in front. Now it's an opportunity to get it over here to the other side. Bartlett with a hit over there. That goes down the ice. And we'll get our first icing call. Sibley's coming in here to take the draw off to the left of Parker Shaw. One there by the Generals. Back and behind the net that goes. Stripped off of Chapman, but Chapman had the same thing happen to him by Robertson. Back in behind the net, trying to move this away through center. There's Hutchings over here, trying to dump that in. That'll go past the defender, Gilbert, back into the corner. Off to that right side, trying to keep it in behind the goal here for Oshawa. Knocked down here by LePage. Makes his way around him. Good job there by Robertson. But he couldn't go to the net, and Hutchings will tip it away. Trying to get to this loose puck, and he will. Bringing it in there with Braden Davidson with a shot. Stopped there by Wolf. Face-off now is off to the right of the North Central end. Big win there on the draw. Getting it over there for Kobe Hire, just over his stick. Trying to keep it in. It gets swept back in behind the net where Black has got to pick it up. Coming over here to the other side with a pass. That's going off the back end boards. Up there for an opportunity from Jacome Schultz. From the Oshawa end goes Emerson Davis after that in his own end. Up through center with a pass for Gallinaro. Hit him. And now it's an opportunity here to try and get it away. And it's a lead pass from Riley Brandt. Tape to tape for Ethan Jackman. Jackman coming in. Jackman trying to shoot it and couldn't do it. Here comes another shot. Redirected on the way through. And it's not going to fool Wolf as he hangs on to it. Face-off is off to his left. Trying to win this draw. Jackman right to the front of the goal. Trying to jam it in from the side. Wolf has got it before any General could get their stick on it and poke it in. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. Trying to win this draw here on the other side. Back here to the line for Zach Naish. Naish's shot. Blocked away there by Wolf. Kept in here from the slot area. Goes back to the line. Sterling keeps it in and fires it back in behind the boards. McFarland was in there to try and get it swept into the side. Nobody can get to the loose puck though. As that goes out over Sterling's stick as he picks it up in its own end. Back over here for Naish, who picks it up. Naish with a pass up there for Brandt. Brandt will do the rest of the work by bouncing it in on goal. and Wolf will corral that on the bounce and hold on. Another big draw just in deep of the north central end. Off to the left from behind the goal. Bartlett getting over there on the right side, knocks his man down off the puck, keeps it alive, now gets an opportunity to walk out. And this one will get blocked and caught there at the side of the goal by Wolf. Face-off is off to his right. Bartlett looking for some more offensive pressure here. Keeps control of that puck. Gets it back here to the line for Bluin, who fires out wide. From behind their own net, now North Central is on that left side to try and get it out of the zone. Back in behind the net it goes, right in front, just over the stick of Chapman from the right side. Bluin trying to keep it in, couldn't do it. And North Central get another opportunity to clear. Bluin tried to dump it in and couldn't do it. Here comes a chance to race after it here in the zone, and he had it stripped away from him, and Bartlett comes back. Jacob Bartlett comes up over the line and can't get around the defender. Stood him up with a lead pass. That goes over the stick, all the way down the ice as Woods couldn't get it. Woods is in there again, or Morris, sorry. Around the boards, that gets tipped out and put right back into the Oshawa end. From behind their own goal, he's going to keep it back there. Trying to fire it around. Davis is trying to do the work on that left side. Kept in here as it gets pushed to the corner. Back to the line for Sibley. He's not going to be able to shoot it. So it comes over here for Black now as he tries to backhand it away. Sibley couldn't control it, and here comes a chance to dump it in. Robertson was here at the line and couldn't get his way in. From their own end, Kobe Higher. Higher over here to the other side. They'll look for a lane to get it out of their own zone through the neutral end. A lead pass for Hutchings will be over his stick for icing. Jackman comes on now to take the defensive draw against Sibley. Big win there for Ethan Jackman in the defensive end. Clean around the boards, tipped out by Hutchings. Having to go back there in his own end to pick that up. From his own zone, it's an opportunity to skate it out of his own end. That'll go off the back end boards for a chance for Davidson. He gets tripped up. Another chance here for Hutchings now. His shot is blocked away there by Wolf. All the way back into the corner now. Here comes a chance to shoot this one to the goal. That's not going to make its way to the net. Away there goes North Central with a lead pass. He's going to break his way in and try and cut in. And he scores. Sibley is able to break away here and backhand it in. Past Parker Shaw to make it 1-0. Face off here from center. Nice win, a nice move there by Sibley. Made his way around Parker Shaw. So there's the first goal that North Central has scored against the Generals this year. Comes with 8 minutes left to go here in the first period. That goes down the ice. And Black is going to touch it up for icing. Another key face-off that's off to the right of Shaw. Trying to win this draw. That's going to try and get kept in by Black, and it's not going to work. Bartlett's here on the other side to try and dump it out. Against Riley Brandt to try and get it out of his own end. LePage couldn't do it either. Here comes Norris trying to get it in, and that's not going to work. A chance to flip this away through center. Over here for Black, who's going to try and dump it in. Chapman will do that. He'll miss the net as it goes in wide. Gallinaro will be in there to try and take the hit. Around the boards there from LePage. Trying to keep it in here on the other side by Chapman. Knocked down here from center by Blowen, who dumps that deep. His intended dump in was knocked down by Black, and that leads to Jacome Schultz back up the other way, and he fanned on it. Blowen from his own zone gets it around here for Bartlett. Not out. Another chance to try and clear. He'll skate this from his own end over here for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs is looking for an open lane. He drops it off for Jackman. Back for Dobbs. Out of his reach, but he picks it up. Eludes a check as he ducks underneath of it. Bartlett is over there as well to try and dig the puck free. Dobbs gets control of it. Along with Bartlett to try and dig it free. Bartlett and Dobbs are digging that puck out from behind the net. Good job there. Jackman will scoop it away. Ethan Jackman cuts there to the front and Gets kept in there from the line by Davis. Back in behind the goal, right in front. Jackman wasn't waiting for the pass. Here comes another shot from the line. That'll get stopped by Wolf with ease, and he'll hold on to it. Jackman to take this offensive draw now. Won a big defensive one earlier. This one he's going to win as well. But it's going to be caught up here by North Central. Here's a shot. Stopped there by Parker Shaw. Squeezes equipment together and hangs on to it. Big face-off again in the deep in the Oshawa end. A big win there defensively by Chapman. Around the boards, that goes over the stick of Hutchings. From their own end, hard around the boards there and knocked down by Zach Nash. Nash will dump that away to get it up there for Davidson. And that went over his stick. It goes back into the North Central end. Here comes a chance now for Hutchings to try and get in there with Chapman. Around the boards, kept in here by Sterling with a shot redirected. Didn't make its way to the net, but Sterling kept it in there from the line on that clearing attempt. From behind the goal to try and set this up. Back here for Sterling again, and he'll fire it in deep. Right back in the corner and steered away. Nash from his own end. Nash is going to control it and jump it up there for Hutchings over his stick. No icing, and Black has got to go back there to pick it up. From their own end. Chapman tried to get there as well. Flipped this way, Bluen tried to keep it in, and he did. That's precisely that. Here comes Gallinaro to try and get here on the other side. He'll take a hit, but elude it. In comes LePage as he looked for a pass going to the slot area. Back here to the line for Bluen. It was in the feet there on the other side, so he's got to get away from the defender. Gets it back to the line for Bluen with a shot. That gets stopped by Wolf in his pad area and holds on. Faceoff gets won again by the Generals. They're doing good on their faceoffs. Just got to get one on the board. Right now, trailing 1-0. LePage, who'll pick that up. Trying to get this out of his own end and couldn't do it. Here comes a chance now. And it's a shot that's kicked away there by Parker Shaw. Around the boards it goes. Gilbert tries to keep it in there. He'll backhand it back into the corner. From behind the goal was Bluen for LePage. Getting it out of his own end over the stick of Black. That leads for a chance here for Gallinaro. He's got to get away from Gilbert, though, and he couldn't elude him enough to get a shot away. But here comes one by Riley Branton. It got kicked aside by Wolf. Kobe Heyer with it now, or Jackman with it now, fired it in. Got stopped there by Wolf on his attended dump in as he went off on the change. From their own end, Sibley trying to get around. Lost control of the puck, and they score! A turnover is deadly on the North Central end as the Generals take control of it and put it in to tie things up at 1. Now we're going to get a face-off here from center after the goal. It's a turnover in the North Central end and was able to walk right in and beat Wolf to tie things up at 1. Here comes a chance now. Dumped all the way in there by McFarland. That was almost at the front of the net there. Davis had control of it as he tipped it around the other side. McFarland comes in, loses it to Dobbs as he tried to tip it away. McFarland coming up with that as he flips it in. Back in behind the net goes Parker Shaw to stop that. That'll go over here to the other side. Right in front. Here comes a chance. Backhand. Stopped there by Shaw. Still loose there at the side, and they can't bury it. Kept in by McFarland, but his shot got blocked. Dobbs is trying to go with it now with a pass for Bartlett. Bartlett trying to get around the defender, and he's not going to be able to. From behind the net, there goes Dobbs. Trying to win this battle from behind the net. Around the boards it goes to try and keep it in by Nash. He'll fire it in past Tacombe Schultz back into the corner. Hard around the boards. That gets knocked down by Ethan Sterling, who puts it in to the North Central end. Back around the boards again. That's going past Nash here from center as he tries to dump it in. Right back in behind the net goes McFarland after it now. Hard around the boards to try and get it out. Got knocked down by Sterling at center as they'll dump it in. Right back into the Oshawa end it goes. That goes for icing. Face-off is off to the right of the north central end. Trying to pick this up there was Jackman on the other end. Here comes Nash with it now. Zach Nash will dump that in. Pass Black into the corner. Hutchings racing after Black as they're going for the hit on Black. That shot goes wide. Taken away here by North Central from their own end. Looking for that lead pass. It got broken up by Jackman and retrieved by Nash here in his own end. Sterling looking to flip this one away. That goes high. Jackman's going to try and catch Black there. Couldn't get him. Here's Hutchings with it now. He got it in there for Jackman, who tried to get away from Black and bring it in. Jackman right to the front. Just over the stick for the one-timer. Kept in by Bluen with a shot. It goes wide. From behind the net now. North Central scooped that up. They'll bring it away through center, and it's going to be a turnover there to the other side. Here comes Mason Gallinaro up over the line with a shot. Hit a stick. Goes into the netting and out of play. Key face-off now off to the left. Quick shot off the draw. Still loose from the side trying to jam it in. Chapman was waiting there at the side as well. Here's a shot and a score from the side of the net. Riley Brandt, I believe, was the last one to get a stick on that. So that's 2 goals and 2 games for Brandt as he beats Wolf to make it 2-1 Oshawa. Key face-off now off to the left. Quick shot off the draw. Still loose from the side trying to jam it in. Chapman was waiting there at the side as well. Here's a shot and a score from the side of the net. Riley Brandt, I believe, was the last one to get a stick on that. So that's 2 goals and 2 games for Brandt as he beats Wolf to make it 2-1 Oshawa. Face-off now from center. Flipping it in. Here comes Wolf out of his own net to play that. A strong backhand gets it away. Back into the Oshawa end goes Bluen. From his own zone, a lead pass for Brandt is over his stick. Flipped in here by Gilbert, and Bluen knocks it down. Over the stick here on the other side to try and dump it in there was Chapman. From behind the net, around the boards it goes here for Brandt. Knocked down here by Gilbert as he knocks it down against LePage. Elijah LePage tried to put this in. That's over the line with a pass. Just out of the reach of Chapman's pass. From the side, they can't jam it in. Out in front of the net. Kept in here by Chapman, though. To the other side. All Oshawa now looking to extend their lead that they just received. Chapman a shot. Is gloved down there by Wolf. Face-off is coming off to his left. Easy win for Oshawa. Kobe Heyer will push this behind the goal. Scooped up there from their own end again. Heyer is going to do his job to keep that in. That's going to flip in behind the net there as North Central trying to get it around. In behind the net, they're trying to dig that puck free. Trying to get it out here for North Central out of their own end. Bartlett is over here as well to try and tip it away. It's going to get tied up over there and held on for a face-off. Face-off is off to his right. Here comes a shot from the line. That gets knocked down. Dobbs back here to the blue line. Here comes a shot. There's a final shot on net that's going to go in wide. 2 late Oshawa goals. Put them up by a goal, 2-1 to go to the second. Trying to dump this in to start off period number 2. And that's Beard dumping it into the zone. From their own end. Lead pass for Jackman. He's free. Jackman a shot. Scores! It's a rippling rocket going up and over Wolf to make it 3-1. If you need any more proof that Jackman can shoot the puck, there it is right there. Perfect shot up and over Wolf's glove hand to make things 3-1. Here comes a chance now for Jackman again here in the corner. Looks at it front, here with a pass. He tried to bounce it in off the goaltender, Bartlett. That worked for him once this year. He bounced it in for a goal in Ajax. Here comes a chance up through center. Bartlett trying to dump this out of his own end. Jackman will pick that up. Scooped away here by Norris, who fires it around the boards there for Jacome Schultz. Trying to tip it out of his own end here on the other side. Taken away here by LePage, who dumps it in. Right back in behind the North Central net it goes. A lead pass hard off the boards. That goes over the stick of blowing and leads to Jacome Schultz back the other way, but all the way back there to knock him off the puck defensively. Bluen will come back in his own end. Shaw had thoughts about coming out to play it, but let Bluen take it instead. He'll start this from his own end. Elliot Bluen going coast to coast here, trying to take this to the front of the net. Will take it behind the goal. He tried for the back pass out in front of the net. And now it's Max Hutchings along with Braden Davidson in there. Back here to the line for Bluen, who kept it in. Hard around the back end boards now. McGrath trying to get it out of his own end. Not going to work. Here's a shot that's going in wide. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here for cross-checking. Jackman trying to win this draw against Sibley. Goes off to the corner for Gallinaro now. It's an opportunity now to shoot the puck for Sterling. Sterling now for Jackman. Back for Sterling again. His shot. Hit a stick at it, trying to jam it in from the side. Sterling coming in. Ethan Sterling with control of it. Dropped it back for Jackman. Back for Sterling. Ethan Sterling to the net. Stopped there by Wolf. Back in behind the net it goes. Walking out. Where was Davidson? Back here to the line for Sterling. For Riley Brandt on the right side. Here comes a chance. Shot on net. Missed the goal. Picked up here again by Riley Brandt. He gets it knocked away from him and not out. Good job by Sterling from the line. Sterling back for Jackman. Jackman shot. Stopped there by Wolf with a blocker hand. Not out. Jackman held the line. Gets it for Sterling. Sterling for Brandt. He went for the one-timer over his stick. He'll pick this up again. Riley Brandt with control of it. Gets it back here for Jackman now. To the other side for Sterling. Sterling shot. Just wide of the mark. Around the boards it goes. Hit there into the corner was Braden Davidson. Gallinaro with that loose puck, trying to take it out. Back here to the line again for Jackman. Stepping into it. Stopped there by Wolf, who corrals it in the north central chest. Face-off now is off to his left. Trying to win this battle. It's right to the front of the goal. Chapman trying to bank it in. From behind the goal, backhanded. Stays in play. Emerson Davis trying to take advantage. Davis with control of the puck. Puts it off to the corner for Dobbs. Back in behind the net for Chapman. Not going to get there. Here comes Dobbs. Back here to the line now for Davis. For Owen Dobbs. Back down low. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Not going to get there. And McFarland gets the opportunity to clear. And Nash isn't going to allow that. He kept it in there from the line. Here's Owen Dobbs. Dobbs back to the line again for Davis. Dobbs walks out. Shot gets blocked. Gets it back again. Going to look for the wraparound this time. Sets it up in front. And they score! Ethan Chapman takes a pass from Dobbs and puts it home to make it 4-1. Face off here from center. Bartlett on that one. Will buck that in past Beer. From behind the net, there goes Dobbs after it to try and beat Beer to the puck. Dobbs is walking out here with the pass. Back here to the line. Here's a shot on goal. It's going to go in wide. Dobbs again after it. Will be here for Chapman. Back to the line for Bluen. Good job to keep it in there from the line. Now Chapman's got it. Ethan Chapman back down low. Chapman with a one-timer. Hit his own player. Chapman to the front. Stop there from the side against Dobbs. Around the other side here is an opportunity for McFarland. Not out. Good job by blowing a shot. Blocked it away by Wolf. Hard around the boards by Gilbert for Jacome Schultz. He will clear it away through center as they dump this right back into the north central end. Gilbert scoops that up. He'll get an opportunity to clear. He uses the boards. High glass down the ice. And it goes for icing. Taken away here by North Central to kick it off here. Here comes May with the loose puck. Not getting around the defender. Good job there by Davis. Pushed him wide behind the net, but we're getting a penalty coming to Oshawa, and it's going to come for interference. Face-off is won there by North Central. Back here for McFarland. McFarland a shot. It hit the Oshawa crest. And though it was a rebound out in front, and North Central don't take long to click on their power play and cut this to a 2-goal lead for Oshawa down to 4-2. Here comes Black with that loose puck, dumping it in. Gonna get there and dump it in behind the net. From behind the goal, it's a pass for Gallinaro, knocked down by May in his own end. From around the board, the chance to clear it out. That gets flipped out. Here comes the chance to race after it here for Gallinaro, and he's not gonna get there. From his own end, gonna come in offside. Face-off is coming here from center for Ethan Chapman. Chapman's gonna take the draw here against Norris. Wins it. Back here for Gilbert. Sees a man up through center. That gets knocked down. Here comes a chance now for Gallinaro as he tries to take one to the net. And he's going to draw a penalty coming up here to North Central. Face-off is off to the left now of the North Central end to be taken by Ethan Jackman as they start off this power play. Jackman can't get the puck, but Sterling will. Sterling for Jackman now. Ethan Jackman sets it up. Back here for Sterling. When it rolled over his stick, he was able to regroup it. Back here for Riley Brandt. His pass is broken up, but now flipped away and into the netting by Sterling. Jackman's going to take the draw now. One there, though, by North Central. Backhanded away there by Gilbert. From out of their own end, Ethan Sterling. Pass for Davidson, brings it in. Davidson with a puck, drops it off. Here comes a chance for Sterling now. Sterling to the other side. Trying to control this was Jackman. Off to the side, back here to the line for Sterling, who's going to look for an open lane. He'll drop it down low instead. Jackman walks out. Stopped there by Wolf, and from the side, Brandt can't convert. Kept in here by Sterling now. To the other side. Nice drop pass for Ethan Sterling. He'll push it off here to the blue line. And now Sterling for Jackman. Jackman, open lane, now sets up for Sterling. Shot. Went over the net. Kept in here from the line now for Jackman. Over to Sterling again. As they're moving it around well, looking for that open lane to shoot the puck. They give it to Brandt this time, who can't shoot it. Sterling for Jackman. Jackman walks out. Shot. Blocked away there by Wolf. Gets his own rebound. That's Davidson. Jackman to Davidson. Walking out. Right to the front of the goal for Brandt, who can't tip it in from the side. Wolf has lost his stick. He's trying to pick it up. And he just picks it up in time. But it stays in the offensive end. Davidson's pass is broken up as a backhand. Nice hand-eye there by Sterling, but it's going to go down for a high stick. Chapman's going to take this draw. That's off to the right of the goal. Trying to win it. It's a scramble draw. Here comes a chance for Nation. He wins it. Right back here to the line to try and flip it away. That was over the stick there to try and dump it in, as that's coming off to the side for Elliot Bluin. Bluin will bring this in. Trying to take one to the front of the net. It gets backhanded into the corner now. Bluin will keep control of that as he tried to push this off into the left side. Keeping it tied back there with a good job. The Generals actually got a penalty on when Sterling knocked that puck down with a high stick, but it wasn't Sterling who got it. It was a penalty that went to Davidson. The face-off that's going to be here in the North Central end as Wolf readjusts his mask. We're ready to go. One there by North Central. Black will pick it up. Back here to the line now for McFarland. McFarland now will move it away. North Central with a power play. They scored on their last power play, which cut it to 4-2. Now they're going to look to cut it to a one-goal game here. It's only in the second period from the Del Park Arena in Oshawa. Generals with 2 goals in period number 1. 2 goals with 2 goals to here in the second period. There was a hit there against Oshawa defender. Here comes a chance to dump it in from his own bench. Right in on goal as that's going to get stopped by Shaw. It's laid there and it'll get it fired away now. Past Black. Back into the corner it goes. Here comes Gilbert after it and Owen Dobbs. Here comes a chance now for Beer. It'll be here to the other side now to try and get it out. It's Gilbert up through center now. He'll skate away with it and come up over the blue line. Gilbert will try and dump this in. He's with that loose puck. He gets it back here to the line. Trying to shoot that. He couldn't control it. Keeps control of it again. We're getting a penalty coming to Oshawa. So this will be a 2-man advantage. No, it won't be because the penalty to Davidson will be over by the time they touch the puck. And that is what happens there. Davidson comes on the ice and stays out there. Gilbert off to the side. Here comes a chance to move this back to the line for Gilbert. Gilbert walks into it. It gets stopped and gets kept in there by North Central to the other side. That was Norris trying to get it. Finally gets touched up there by Oshawa and will get the penalty call. It's Kobe Heyer for tripping is what the penalty is. So second straight power play and a second straight chance for North Central to answer here. Wrapped around the boards. Beer's going to try and keep it in there from the line. Won't do it. Racing after that there was Jackman short-handed, but he won't beat McFarland to it. McFarland from his own end will skate this and keep it back behind his own goal. Trying to move this out of his own end. Sees a pass up there through center as they bring it in. Here comes Robertson. Robertson can't shoot it. Keeps control, gets it back from McFarland. McFarland there for Robertson. Walks out. Shot got stopped there on the way through as he tried to get this out of his own end. It's going to get pinned in behind the goal. Sibley is in there to try and dig it out there for North Central. And look to keep this power play alive here. Around the boards it goes. Trying to keep this in there was Beer from the line. There's Sibley. Can't shoot it. Beer is going to try and keep it in. Can't do it. Here's Sibley now. Sibley had to wait for McGrath to get on side as he fires it around the boards. And we once again will get a stoppage in play. The faceoff comes outside of the blue line now. Wins that draw. Fires it away. That goes past Gilbert back into the corner. Scooping this up there comes Black after it. Black from his own end will start this out. Looking for that late pass through center, and it's Gilbert bringing it in. Gilbert trying to get around the defender now. Right to the front of the goal. It gets stopped. Rebound! As it's right to the side, and it goes into the net to make it 4-3. So we're down to a one-goal game now. As that took a lucky North Central bounce and bounced in past Shaw to make things 4-3. Here comes a chance to flip it away. And it's now Elliot Bluen going after that in his own end. Bluen trying to get it out of his own zone against Chapman now. Kept alive here by North Central. Trying to send one to the net. That'll get stopped there by Parker Shaw. Face-off now is off to his right. One here by North Central. Here comes a shot by McFarland. Rolling in just wide of the net as it redirected wide. Trying to get it back here for Beer now. That goes over the stick of Beer as he tried to move it over here for McFarland. Up there for Jacome Schultz now. He will bring it in offside. Face-off is outside the North Central blue line. Dumped in here by McFarland into the corner. Parker Shaw is going to leave that from behind his own net. Hutchings is trying to get it out of his own zone. Flipped out, knocked down by McFarland. It goes back here to the line for Sibley, who can't shoot it. Now it goes over here for Beer over his stick. Trying to get to here on the left side. Walking it out from behind the goal was Heyer around the net to try and tip it out. That'll come free and go down into the corner. Trying to beat him to the puck here, and it's not going to work. Here's Davis knocking that down. It's offside as Hutchings touches the puck. Face-off is coming off to his right. Sibley's going to take this draw here for North Central. Behind the net it goes. Around here for Braden Davidson to try and tip it out. It's away here through center. Gilbert scoops it up, trying to dump it in. He'll keep control of it. Gilbert trying to get around the defender of Hutchings. He puts it deep back behind the goal. Goes Davis after it. Hard around the boards against Black. Trying to get this away. Here comes a chance. And it's an opportunity for Braden Davidson with a rolling puck. Davidson with a pass. It was out of the reach of Hutchings, who was getting tied up. Back in behind the goal goes North Central around the boards. Getting it here for Black to try and tip it out. Davis couldn't get there as he goes up. That was May going head over heels over Davis. Here comes Jackman walking right in. Couldn't shoot. He had it poked away from him by Wolf. But we're getting a penalty again. coming to Oshawa. As that's going down the ice for icing, and here comes the penalty. Head contact penalty to Jackman for 4 minutes. Face off here from center. Or just outside of the line. Knocked down here by Oshawa. Oshawa is going to try and kill off as much time as they can here in the second period with the North Central power play. Gallinaro trying to win the battle. Taken away from him as they lead it out. Bringing up over the line there by Priviera down the ice. Into the corner goes Nash after it. It goes for icing. Face-off getting won there by North Central. From their own end. He'll skate this away from his own zone now. Trying to dump this in. Up over the line, he had to tip it away from him. Short-ended chance up through center. Taken away there by Priviera. Tipped out again, down the ice. That'll kill off more time. We're in the last minute. 40 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Gallinaro with a battle against McFarland. Down the ice it goes. Oshawa trying to take a lead to the dressing room. Sterling from behind the net. Takes a hit there on the other side. Tipping this out. That'll go down the ice. Kill off more time. Goes around the boards and over to the stick of Wolf. Chapman will try and get here now. Ethan Chapman digging away at it here. Taking it away here for number 12. McGrath. Putting the brakes on here is McGrath. Trying to get it back here to the line as they look for one more shot. There it is as it gets ripped over the net. As that's going to come out there past the line, and that final shot will ricochet in wide. That's going to do it for period number 2. 2 goals for Oshawa in the first period to make it 2-0. Both teams had 2 goals on the board in that second period, and it goes 4-3 for the third. Face off to kick off the third period. Davidson dumps it deep as that gets stopped by Wolf behind his own net. We still got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go on the double minor to Jackman that he got before the end of the second period. Sibley brings us in. Trying to do something with the puck. Gets it back here to the line now from McGrath. To the other side now, looking for the shot on net. That just whistled past the right pad of Shaw. Picked up now by Sibley now. Sibley trying to get away from the defender. Keeps control of it from the line. Trying to shoot and couldn't do it. Kept control of it. Sibley on net. That goes wide. Around the boards it goes. Kept in by Gilbert. Gilbert got pressured on there by Dobbs. And now the turnover and dumped all the way down the ice into the corner. Wolf has got to come out to play that. McGrath will put this around the other side. They'll start this from their own end from Gilbert. As they'll put the brakes on. Dobbs was over there on the other side as well. Gilbert bringing it in and nobody to give it to. Pushes it behind the net where Davis scoops it up. Around the boards gets kept in there by North Central. Bouncing it wide of the net. From behind the goal comes around. McGrath is there to keep it in. McGrath off to the other side. 1 minute exactly left to go on the penalty to Jackman. Trying to get this out of their own end. General's trying to hold on, and they do. Push it down the ice. Wolf is going to come out here to play it for his own defenseman for McFarland. McFarland takes his time behind the net as he tries to skate away with it. It's a late pass for Norris over his stick, but onto the stick of Washope and back down the ice. General is doing a good job. Here's a shot right off the back end boards as it took a ricochet. A one-timer. It was just a skipper on net to be handled by Wolf. Face-off now is off to the right now. Won by North Central. Trying to get this out of their own end. Here comes a chance to get it away as that gets knocked down to center there by Riley Brandt. From his own end. Here comes a chance to try and skate it away for North Central. He'll dump that down the ice past LePage. Back into the corner, left for Blowen. Around the boards it goes, kept in here by Black. Walking it out, right pad stop there by Shaw. And he's got to cover it up. Almost done with the penalty. 3 seconds left to go on it. One there by Oshawa on their own end and dumped down the ice. Good job to kill that off as they're back to full strength. And that goes for icing. Face-off is off to the left of Shaw, won by Oshawa. Around the boards it goes. Max Hutchings tried to tip it out. That was kept in by McFarland. From the side is Norris to try and get it out in front. Trying to take it away there was Chapman to try and tip it deep. Up through center was Hutchings that was in his feet. But Zach Naish is right behind him. Naish, drop pass for Hutchings, who takes a spot from the line. Right pad stopped there by Wolf. Kicked it aside there to the other side. Back here from the blue line is a shot on net. It's going to whistle in wide of the right pad. Trying to get it back here again for Naish to the front of the net. That didn't get tipped there by Chapman. Chapman will be here on the other side. Trying to put it back in behind the goal against Hutchings. From their own end, North Central to try and dump it in. From their own zone, dumping it in there was Norris. That's over his stick, and Jackman will pick it up, and he takes his man down there with a hit. Up through center with a lead pass by Naish, out of the reach. But it's going to ricochet back into the corner, and it will go for icing. Face-off is coming off now to the right of the Oshawa zone. One there, Gilbert a shot. That gets blocked by his own captain out in front, Sibley. Trying to tip it out. There was Dobbs to tip it away. Dobbs a shot. That gets wide of the net. Trying to jam it out in front for an opportunity for Dobbs from the side. And it gets scooped up there by Wolf. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. Trying to win this to get it back here to the line. Goes out in front, and North Central take it away. May is going off to the corner now. Trying to flip it up through center. That goes over the stick and onto the stick of Kobe Hire. Hire with a pass through center for Dobbs as he tries to tip it in. May is going to be back in his own end to fire it around. Bartlett goes for the hit, and he completes it on the left side. Around the boards it goes. Trying to keep it in there. Dobbs had it there on his stick and couldn't jam it out in front. From that left corner, they're trying to dig it out. Hire is digging away at it to try and keep it in. Walking out there was Davidson, who whistled it wide. Kept in here from the line, a block shot. Kept in here again. Knocked down here by North Central. They try and get it out of their own zone, and it's not going to work. Jacob Bartlett tried to put it in there. Around the boards, and Kobe Hire holds it in. From their own zone now. May with a lead pass. That got up there for Sibley. Sibley here to the other side as he looks to dump it in. He wasn't going that way around, so McFarland will put it around the boards. Here comes Beer. Beer had some pressure on him. Flipping this out. That goes over the head of Bluin. Racing after it. And Bluin is taken off his feet with no penalty. Back in their own end goes Gallinaro after it now. Around the boards it goes. Riley Brandt trying to take Black here into the boards in front of us. Behind the goal it goes. Bluin. Hard around the boards. Gallinaro will try and take this bounce. Getting up there with Riley Brandt. It's a rolling puck, and Gallinaro is taken off of it. Riley Brandt gets it back here to the line. Here comes a chance to throw one to the net. Gallinaro couldn't tip it in. That was right at the side, and Mason Gallinaro just missed on the redirection. Trying to keep this alive. Turnaround shot. That's going to be fired right into the midsection of Wolf. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the goal. Trying to get this out. Capped in here from the line by Sterling, a shot. That gets blocked. Goes off to the corner again for Gallinaro. From behind the net there was Riley Brandt, along with Gallinaro to try and dig the puck free. Zach Naish, shot on net is going in wide. Around the boards, so hard it's coming out through center. Sterling scoops it up now. And it's going to be picked up here by Sibley, who couldn't shoot it. From his own end, Jackman fires it around against Chapman. Naish is going to clear that away. It's going to get picked up here from center by North Central and dumped deep over the stick for icing. Face-off is off to the left of the North Central end. Coming back around the boards here for Ethan Chapman, who tips it in. From behind the goal there was Max Hutchings. Hutchings is trying to win this battle in the left corner. Along with Kobe Hire, they're trying to dig that puck out. Taken away by North Central as they sweep it down the ice. That's going to go in wide and go for icing. Face-off is off to the left of the North Central end. Trying to dig this out. It's McFarland on that loose puck. Trying to put it around the boards. Good job there by Davis to try and hold that blue line. Tipped up here by North Central. Knocked down by Kobe Hire at center ice. He puts it into the zone and back in behind the net. Here comes a chance to try and take it away. It's back in behind the goal. They're up through center here for North Central with a lead pass. Over the stick there as it rolls in. It's going to go right into Parker Shaw, and there'll be a face-off. Face-off is off to the left of the North Central end. Bartlett tried to get that puck. Gets cleared away as that kid's knocked down here from center and dumped right back in by Owen Dobbs. Around the boards it goes. Here comes a chance to clear for Norris. It's out of the zone right on net. And that's going to get knocked down here by North Central, not out of the zone. Another chance to clear as Jackman tried to knock him off the puck. Along with Bartlett, it's going right to the front of the net for Dobbs. He's trying to find it, but pouncing on it like a wolf is Wolf, and he'll hold on to it. A face-off that's off to the right. One there by Oshawa. Shot is going wide. Trying to get this from behind the net. He's looking at it front. Here comes a shot. Kicked aside there by Wolf with a stick. Trying to keep this alive with Bartlett, and he knocked his man off the puck. Coming around the boards here again. That's going to be off on the left side as Dobbs was knocked off his feet. There's a shot, and they score! Jackman walking out, and he goes roof daddy over Wolf for his second of the game to make it 5-3. One there by North Central. Flipped away by Beer out of the ice. Here comes a chance to dump it in as that's still loose from center. Off the boards there was Zach Nash for Riley Brandt. Here comes Gilbert through center now. Gilbert had it knocked away from him. Here comes a chance to go after it for Riley Brandt. Tip past him back into the corner where Nash scoops it up. Nash dropping it back here to the line as it's Sterling trying to get free. Ethan Sterling with it through center as he tries to get through. He's up through the neutral zone and looks for a shot. It's going to go in wide. Brandt is going to scoop it up. Back in behind the goal again. Trying to keep this in here from the left side. It's stolen away here by North Central as they lead it in with a pass. He's going to go up through center against Davidson now. Davidson got it out. Here comes a chance to race after this as McFarland's going after it in his own end. And we're going to get a whistle and a penalty coming up here to the Generals for head contact. 2-minute head contact penalty. We have 5 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Chance to clear it away by Hutchins. Can't get it out. Kept in here by North Central. It's Jacome Schultz racing after it against Davis, who keeps it alive. Oshawa get it and dump it down the ice. Wolf is going to let this roll right into him and make that easy save. From behind their own net there was North Central. Skating it from his own end. He'll try and get it over here to the other side. He'll bring this in through center ice as it's an opportunity now. Dropped into the zone. Here comes a chance. Fired on net. That is a player at the front against Davis. Trying to get it out of his own end. Here comes Black after it. And we're getting a North Central penalty now. Coming up for interference. Face-off is going to be deep into the North Central end, off to the right of Wolf. So, 1:14 left to go on the penalty to Gallinaro that he got for head contact. And then it'll be an abbreviated power play for Oshawa, who lead this one 5-3. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second, 1 here in the third. North Central had 1 in the first and 2 in the second. Sibley looking to change that as he brings it in. From behind their own net. Fired around the boards here to try and get it up there for Dobbs. Taken away by Sibley, who dumps it deep. It's back in behind the net where Elliott Blowen's on that. Blowen with a pass broken up by Sibley. Sibley's walking in here. Stopped there by Shaw with a right pad save. And that goes down the ice. Right in on goal as it's going to get steered aside by Wolf. From their own end now, it's an opportunity to skate away with it for McGrath. Over here to the other side, and it's an opportunity now for Gilbert with a pass. Over here to the other side here for a chance to throw it in front. Gilbert, right save there by Parker Shaw. Back-to-back big saves for him in the Oshawa goal. From the side here, from the right side of the goal, from the left side of the net. They'll steal this away and they'll move it up. And it's Owen Dobbs with a lead pass. He brings it in through center for a drop pass for Bartlett. Right to the front of the net. It'll come over here again for Sterling. Sterling back here to the line. Here's a shot. That gets caught out of the air by Wolf. And he'll hold on to it. Face-off is off to the right of Wolf as they're trying to dig this puck out of the zone. Goes back here to the line. Try to shoot it. It's an opportunity now for Zach Nash. She puts it behind the net. Here comes a chance now for Gallinaro from behind the goal. Walking this out here, back here to the line. Here comes a chance now for Sterling with it. Sterling a shot. Put it right into the shin pads of the defender as it comes free. Sterling racing after it in his own end now. Sterling getting away from the defender and flips it away. That'll come out at center, and McFarland's got to go back there to retrieve it. And it's going to go for icing. This will be the final regular season game for your under 14 AAA Generals, but they will have a tournament before 2023 begins. That's going to be in Toronto next week after Christmas. Davis will fire this around here against Chapman. They will be up there for the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th for a tournament in Toronto. May trying to take this off the puck. Back in behind the goal goes Kobe Hire. Around the boards against Hutchings. Tipped there past McFarland. Here comes a chance to race after this as Chapman had it knocked away from him at the last minute. From his own end, flipping this away. Elliott blowing from center ice will dump it in. All the way back in behind the north central net. This will come right center up there for McGrath as he tries to tip it in. Bartlett from his own end now. Jacob Bartlett with a lead pass. That was over the stick of everybody, including Hutchings. Dumped right back into the corner where Jackman's on it. He'll put it around the boards as that goes past Black and goes back in the zone. From their own end, it goes for icing. Face-off now is off to the right of the goal. One there by North Central. A shot is going wide. Blowing trying to get here on the other side. From behind the net, setting it up from the line. A shot going in wide. Picked up now by Norris. Norris out in front. Owen Dobbs takes it away up here for Jacob Bartlett. Bartlett couldn't get through past the defender as he loses it. From their own end. Over the stick of Norris here at center. Zach Nash picks it up as he tries to fire it away. Norris loses control of it to Owen Dobbs. He'll get stripped of it at center. Braden Davidson tries to put it in, but it went onto the stick there of Washoe. From their own zone was Black as he gets it here to the other side. 30 seconds left to go in this one. Back in behind the net. It's going to carry him off the boards and come out for Shaw to scoop it up. Face-off is just off to the left of the goal. Fired around. Beers trying to keep it in. Not going to work. 2-on-1 back the other way. He's going to look for the open goal. And he's going to bury it right into the empty net. As that puts the icing on the cake for this one, it makes it 6-3. Gallinaro is the one that put it into the empty net. There's a shot on goal. Kicked aside by Parker Shaw. Trying to get this from their own end. Big hit, double team, triple team now as they're trying to get Sterling off the puck. Sterling is just going to keep it back there and try and get a whistle. And he'll get one with 1.3 seconds left on the clock. McGrath now will take this draw just off to the right of the Oshawa end. And there it is. The final buzzer to end this one as Oshawa fell behind in the first period at 1-0, but 2 goals made it 2-1. And then they didn't look back in that second period. They scored 2 more with goals by Brant and Jackman. North Central made it a little bit closer by making it 4-3, but the Generals were able to get free with that third period with Jackman picking up his second of the game and Gallinaro hitting the empty netter. They double up on the North Central Predators 6-3 here on this night. MJ Broadcasting wishes you all a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you next week when the Generals will travel to Toronto for a tournament.